Hey everyone! Welcome to the channel of the Husky Maiden. I recently purchased a OneWheel Pint X in order to have my 6-year-old Siberian Husky run with me. Here you see her shake, and the first time she did that, I actually wasn't ready for it, so it made me fall. This time, I was ready for it, and just powered through it and maintained my balance. Her name is Rylai, and since she hasn't done much long-distance cardio like this, we start small at 1 mile. Normally for Rylai, I use a prong collar for our walks, but for an activity like this, a harness is important. That way the occasional random tugs won't be as uncomfortable for her. For the leash, I specifically bought one that is incredibly light because in the past when I would bike with her, I didn't like the feeling of the weight of the leash in between us. Although it would be nice to not have to hold the leash and just attach it to something, I hold it for 2 reasons. 1, Rylai has a tendency to poop from physical activity, and of course this is normal and it happens to humans as well. By holding the leash gently, I know that the moment I feel a rough tug that she needs to stop to poop, and I'd be able to decelerate without issue. 2, holding the leash gives me a better sense of her pacing, so if she slows down, I can extend my arm to give her more leeway while I decelerate myself to minimize any pulling on her. My goal during this activity is to ensure that the leash is always loose, so Rylai will essentially dictate our pace. There might be occasional moments where I encourage her to run a little bit, but for now I keep that to a minimum. By now, I do feel extremely comfortable on the OneWheel, so I opted to not wear knee guards. Normally, I would wear wrist guards, but I find that they make holding the camera's selfie stick difficult, so I decided not to. My upper body strength is very weak, so holding the stick up for this ride got tiring for my arm very quickly, and I ended up switching it to my left arm so I could use my body to assist a little. Sunglasses for me are a definite must because my eyes get dried out fast from the wind and they start to sting very easily if I don't have that extra protection. I haven't found many other places to ride with her yet, but this is definitely my go-to neighborhood for now. It has wide streets, great views, beautiful property, minimal traffic, decent roads for the most part, and the neighborhood is pretty big, so if I wanted to drag out the ride with her, I always have new places to go.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.